Hey, thanks for checking out this video. Wanted to share two things that have forever changed my theology, my understanding of the Lord. I felt like the Lord reminded me of these things and wanted to share with you. The first thing that completely changed my theology before the Lord was my understanding of what was termed to me as Hellenistic metaphysical dualism. Big term, but all it means is there is no dual realm. This idea that really started with Plato, that that there was some other, that we're living in a form or a copy of something that's the real thing is somewhere else where God is ultimately, and that there's another realm. And when that was presented to me, it just forever changed my life because I began to realize how God is close. Isaiah 40 says he's enthroned upon the earth, looking down at the inhabitants of the earth like grasshoppers. And I just began to realize that that he's just above us. The heavens are above the earth. I don't know exactly how that works in terms of how many miles it is and why I can't see it and things like that. But there is no Plato, Greek, Platonic, or Hellenistic dualism in the metaphysical universe. And it drastically changed my prayer life. It drastically changed my understanding of the Lord. Second thing that changed my theology forever was the Lord leading me one time when I was really having a difficult time, single, really difficult time in my life. The Lord led me to read the entire New Testament and to write down every scripture that had to do with trial and difficulty and suffering of any kind. And I ended up coming out of it with 58 massive passages. Passages, not just verses. 58 that I have now become very familiar with. And I just was marked forever with the idea and the understanding that God is in suffering. He's faithful in the midst of suffering. He himself suffered. He knows our sufferings. He encourages us in our sufferings. We can endure through sufferings. They will happen to us. Why do they happen? How do they happen? All those things are answered in the Bible to an incredible amount of detail. And so really changed my theology forever to go through and understand trial through his perspective in the Word. So those are two things that forever have changed my theology and my understanding of the Lord.